Alright guys, RJ and I have been working hard. RJ and I have prepared something special for the dogs to eat, and check out what we've given them. These dogs are so spoiled.
Hey guys, welcome to my daily vlogs. Please subscribe.
Sahara, here's some boiled chicken and cucumber. Nice and healthy. Here's Cypher. Come, Cypher. Go. This is yours. Bon appetit. Guys, I love watching the dogs eat freshly prepared meals. Yes, eat. Enjoy the nourishment. Good morning, Mabuhay Squad. How are you? Did you sleep well? It's a brand new day and it's the weekend. So that's always great news. It's a gorgeous Saturday. Guys, check out how beautiful the weather is here in Manila, Philippines. Beautiful. I just want you to know weather is so good. Oh. Guys, it's beautiful. It's so sunny. But guys, it is also super hot. This week, probably going to be the hottest week on record for us this year. I see a lot of my friends like posting about how hot they are right now. It is super hot in the Philippines right now because it's our summer. Here are the dogs. They just finished their food. Now, Cypher seems to be eating something, and I know Sahara is like crying. She's whimpering because she wants whatever it is he's chewing. I hear her crying. What is it? She like waits in the outskirts watching him chew whatever it is he's chewing. Sykes, what is it that you're chewing? Let's see. Give me that. Open. Oh, it's plastic. Where did you get this? Not good. Yup, guys. Just looked it up in Mandaluyong, Metro Manila right now. It is 33 degrees C. Feels like 40 degrees C. Wow. Crazy. So hot out there. Alright guys, let's see our positive affirmation for Saturday, May the 22nd. I trust in the power that created me to protect me at all times and under all circumstances. There you go guys, a positive affirmation on safety and security also. Hope you enjoyed today's positive affirmation. So guys, you know how RJ cooks me these huge lavish meals like fish and beautiful like, you know, gourmet chicken with sauces? This is the kind of food RJ prefers. Just simple. He'll cook the cuisine stuff for me, and then for him it's just usually something simple that he whips together in like 5 minutes, like this. He won't eat like the cuisine food that he cooks. He just enjoys cooking it and like me eating it. Now this smells delicious. For those of you who are Filipino, you might know this. It's basically like fried rice with, RJ, what is this? Corned beef? It's leftover ham, but you can add spam or corned beef. But guys, this smells like my childhood. My mom used to make this. She would add green peas. You add chunks of garlic and you fry it all together and it tastes so delicious. I used to eat this as a kid. Not so much now because I don't really eat rice. But it smells so good. Filipino fried rice. You guys know how it is, right? Sometimes you just crave that simple soul food, comfort food as they call it, from your childhood. For me, that would probably be, it would be several things. Sinigang, which is like a Filipino soup, stew. What else? What else from my childhood? Porridge, oatmeal, right? Oh my gosh, like oatmeal porridge. That's totally my childhood. Frozen dinners, you know, like dinners you can put in the microwave from the freezer. Of course, instant noodle. These are all comfort food. That's probably why I love it so much during quarantine. Like in the midst of a crisis, my favorite food is like my favorite food from my childhood. Bae, you're so funny and cute. You just are.
It's my comfort food, this one.
I know it's your comfort food. I don't make fun of you for it. It's just what you grew up with. And also, your other comfort food is peanut butter and bread, right?
Mung bean.
Yep, mung bean porridge. That's right. Guys, I can't wait for RJ to start cooking in his like kitchen when we move to the new house. Guys, what's your comfort food? Let us know in the comments. Guys, look at the size difference now. There's Cypher, right? The oldest of the dogs, just over a year old. And look at Sahara. Guys, she's big. I think she's bigger than Cypher now. Right? Sahara, you are one big dog. Yes. I've never had a female dog before. Now she was born in November of last year, so she's still a puppy. But in a few months, she should be having her like menstruation soon, right? We're definitely going to have her fixed. She's going to be she's gonna be neutered or spayed, sorry, for females. But she's getting quite big. Okay, here's a better look at them. See, she's big now. I think she's the same size as Cypher, if not bigger. Wow. And guys, Sahara's tougher. She's tougher than Cypher. I remember when we first got her as a puppy, I was concerned. I'm like, Cypher's gonna bully her and like attack her and all of this. Nope. As a puppy, if you recall, she started fighting Cypher and like stood her ground ever since. Like even if she was half the size of Cyph's. She's a tough one, this one. So guys, I realized today that starting tomorrow, it marks my last month in my 30s. OMG, that's crazy. I don't know, like I just had this realization now. It's not a scary realization for me. I can't wait to reach 40. Did I imagine my 40s would be like this? No. Am I happy with my life now, reaching 40? Yes. Better than I thought it would be, like 10 years ago. I remember being 29 and like not really having any direction. I had the major life event of Canadian Idol in my like early 20s, so that was a highlight in my 20s. But after that, it was I kind of was like, okay, what's next now? And I didn't find the next big thing till my late 20s, till I hit 29, which would be YouTube. I call it, for me, it was the YouTube era of my life into the 30s and moving to the Philippines, that kind of thing. Like I moved to the Philippines when I was 30. But yeah, crazy that it's my last month. I am not going through a midlife crisis anymore. I believe I had that about 2 years ago. Like when you know the time when I decided to grow my hair? I believe that was my midlife crisis because I realized, OMG, like I still have black hair, I still have a full head of hair. Why don't I grow it so that, you know, like I could just see what life is like with hair? I've always wanted to have hair, but I was always lazy to grow it. Now, if you have never been shaved head, you might ask, lazy? Why is that lazy? How are you lazy to grow your hair? You just grow it. Well, it's hard to grow your hair because you go through this like 3-month period where your hair's awkward and like you're trying to find a hairstyle. Trust me. Anyways, but yeah, that was my midlife crisis. I realized I'm not getting any younger. I should try to grow my hair. So I did, and along with that, there was a bunch of internal struggle for me to realize like, oh, like I'm not this 20-year-old anymore. But then eventually my hair grew out and I went out of that midlife crisis phase. So I'll probably talk more about this topic of getting older when I actually do reach 40. In my 40-year-old vlog. But I realized that 40 is also a beginning. It's like a new beginning, my 40s. When I entered my 20s, my new beginning was, you know, the start of my career. And then entering my 30s was a start of like a new life chapter in my career and like personal life, right? And then now at the end of my 30s, I've come out of the closet. So I've dealt with that unfinished business, which was a major blockage, I think, in my life that I never dealt with. I always swept it under the rug. But now that that's out in the open in my late 30s, I'm ready to walk into my 40s with a new energy. I don't feel old. I do feel like there's still so much ahead. And guys, for those of you who are not in your 40s yet and you think like, okay, this is the halfway point, everything's downhill from here. That's not true. Look at Ellen, who started her show when she was 45. Like at that age, she thought she wasn't hireable at all in Hollywood. And then she had her show, The Ellen Show, which was, I don't know, maybe arguably the biggest thing in her career, right? It started in her mid-40s. Yesterday I just found out that Bautista you know, that wrestler who became an actor, he got his big gig after wrestling to do Guardians of the Galaxy, that series, which he also started in his 40s. He's now in his 50s, right? And he's like revived this whole like movie film career in his 50s, right? And there are tons of examples of careers that start or new, I guess, things in people's life that start in their 40s and even 50s that end up evolving into the biggest things they've ever worked on in their entire life. So yeah, I'm optimistic about the 40s. I personally feel like I've just begun on my journey to what I can contribute to the world, and I'm excited about the 40s. I still feel young. I don't know. I still feel like the same 20-year-old or so, or even younger person, just a little bit wiser now, and with a broader understanding of how the universe and how life works, how people work, how I work. And yeah, I'm excited. I'm excited to see what this new chapter, this new decade, my 40s, has to offer. RJ and I have a house on the way. Yeah, it's really an open book. How about you guys? Are any of you in your 40s? Are you entering your 40s? Are any of you entering your 30s? Or entering new chapters in your lives? Let me know in the comments. How does it make you feel? How does aging make you feel? RJ, are you excited to reach your 40s?
Not yet.
Not yet. I know. RJ, how old are you now?
24.
He's 24. Liar. RJ's 36, turning 37 next year. But whatever, age is just a number, right guys? And as they say, 40 is the new 20. Now, mind you, I am thankful for all the awesome things that happened in my 30s, but looking back, it wasn't all roses, guys. It wasn't. RJ knows, because I mean, I spent most of my 30s dating RJ. Had some really tumultuous, really traumatic experiences in my 30s, which I won't share because a lot of them are really, really personal. I mean, I've even had some traumatic experiences with RJ, which is all part of being in a relationship, right? But yeah, it all leads to wisdom and better times, right? I think you need to pass through these traumatic times, passing through fire, so that you can evolve and like grow a thicker armor and skin, right? To prepare you for the next stage in life. That's the way I see it. Now, mind you, there are some things that do show me that I am getting older. One of them being hangovers. OMG! Back in the day, I used to be able to drink a whole bottle of Jaeger and like wake up the next day and like go to work. Now it's like I have, you know, maybe 3 beers and I'm in bed the whole day. Like I'm tired and like not motivated to do anything. So that's one thing. Another thing I find too that shows me my age is my ability to operate with low sleep. I can't do that no more. Like I need my full night's rest, or I need a nap in the least. Otherwise, guys, like I'm just not present. I can't function properly. Sorry. Definitely a lot wiser with money and expenditures. Like back in the day, I used to spend money on brand name clothing and stuff, and now it's more of like stopping to think, should we spend on this? If it's good quality, then yes. But if it's just to show, wow, we've got this brand, maybe not. Because the novelty of having expensive brands, if it's not for quality, isn't so good. But mind you, there are some really expensive brands that are amazing quality, and those don't fit into what I'm talking about here. But overall, guys, I think the secret to youth is being happy, living in the moment, not losing that child essence within you. Like go back to when you were like, I don't know, 7 years old, playing in the park. Remember what it was like, and like don't let go of that innocence. I find you are still the same person. Yes, you've gained knowledge and wisdom and experiences, but inside, your essence, your soul is still the same. Don't lose grip of that. And also I find one of the biggest things that cause people to feel old is if they regret certain things. So live life with no regrets, right? I find if you regret something, or like if you regret not doing something, for example, later down the road, when you're like, 10 years older, you'll be like, man, I wish I went for that opportunity. I feel really old because I could have like went on this other life adventure, etc., etc. But the great thing is, youth can start right where you are now. Start a new adventure. I think if every day you treat it like an adventure, you'll still feel young. And that's important in order to be young. I don't know, that's my secret, I guess. I think it works for me. Do you guys agree? So for those of you out there who are having a midlife crisis, quarter life crisis, whatever, I think my advice to you is to finish any unfinished business. For me, it was to grow my hair out and experience what life with hair is like, since I had been bald since my 20s. And inside, RJ and I, we dug deep into our closets and cleaned out the unfinished business within us, which is to live authentically and to come out of the closet, right? That was a big thing for us, RJ and I found. And then we found as soon as that happened, this huge weight was lifted from our shoulders, like almost like a cloud was lifted, and we were reborn. And it felt like a new life, really. It was a different universe, actually, from anything we've ever known, because we had only known hiding our sexuality and our love for each other. So yeah, that's my advice to you guys who are feeling old. Finish any unfinished business, whether it be going back to your past to forgive someone who you haven't forgiven and have holding a grudge against, all these years, so that you can move into your next phase of life, reborn and youthful and young with new energy and like a new outlook. Oh my gosh, Mabuhay Squad. It is so awesome! Mabuhay Squad, I want to show you this. It's just so beautiful. Check it out.